If you are on this video, you are probably wondering how to get this cinematic look that looks so great and that always stand out in photography. First of all, I want to talk about what makes an image cinematic. And in my opinion, this is the way a scene is lighted. So it could be light that is well planned on location, or it could also be the way the light is edited in post-production, or even both together. That's actually the best way. But outside of the way the scene is lighted, I would say color grading plays a big role in making an image cinematic or not. Color grading, this is not just going inside of the software, moving the temperature, the tints, and using like the color grading panel in Lightroom and then call it done. This is not that, and the problem is that a lot of photographers think this is the way to color grade. Unfortunately, there is a few more steps to consider, but fortunately, it's not that hard, and I want to make it easy here in this video. If you want to go more in depth on this topic, I teach all of that in practice and in details inside of the Color Code, my color grading course for photographers. The link will be in the description. So to start this video, I want to show you this Instagram account that is called colorpalette.cinema. And I would highly recommend you to check it out if you don't know it yet, because I really think that the best way to get better at photography, at editing, is to observe and study images that you admire. And here we have images of scenes, of movies and series, and you have the color palette that goes with. One of the important steps in color grading is to analyze the existing colors inside of your image. And here, what I would recommend you is to just pick one image that you really like and analyze the colors of this scene. So here, I want to show you an example. I took this image because I really love the colors here. I'm a big fan of blue and red. It's very much a trend in TV shows at the moment, especially the Netflix TV shows, and I'm totally in love with this color combination. And I want to show you, I did a little analysis of the colors. So here I am using the Color Lab. This is a color analysis tool for photographers, especially. All of my color code students have access to for lifetime. This is not a subscription. I will add the link in the description. If you want a free tool to analyze the colors in your photo, you can also use Adobe Color. So here, I sampled a few of those colors here that is in the color palette and then analyze on the wheel. I will see the wheel and the sampled color on the wheel. If I click on pure use, I can start to see if there is a color harmony or not. A color harmony, this is a combination of colors that we know work. You have complementary, split complementary, square. There are different color harmonies, and usually for a cinematic color grading, the image will respect one type of color harmony. I explain in depth what are color harmony, how colors work, and everything inside of the color code. Here you can see that with the colors I've sampled, nearly have a complementary color scheme. I also want to show you something interesting, is that when you are in an editing software, I'm going to use the curve tool because the curve tool is available in any editing software. You can see that if I go to the red channel, and we had quite a lot of red in the image that I showed you. If I go up with the red curve, is going to add a lot of red to my image. But if I go down with the red curve, is going to add a lot of cyan to my image. And the reason why is that cyan is the opposite color of red. So having an image that has a lot of cyan and a lot of red will create an image with a complementary color scheme, and automatically it will help the image to look more cinematic because you are choosing colors that work with each others. So overall, next time that you try to edit your photos in a cinematic way, think a little bit deeper about the color grading. Use an analysis tool to analyze the colors that are already inside of your image. Based on the colors that are already in this photo, decide on the color harmony and then go to the editing software to manipulate the right colors to respect that color harmony. And you're gonna see that once you color graded and edited the light of your photo, it's automatically going to look a lot more cinematic than if you were just moving sliders around without thinking at all about color grading, color harmonies, and light editing. So I just want to quickly show you how to do a color analysis and how to decide on a color harmony on an unedited photo. So here you can see this is a photo unedited. The only thing I did is to do some basic adjustment in the light, but I didn't touch any color, as you can see. Then you go to an analysis tool like the Color Lab. Here I'm going to drop a screenshot that I just did of my photo. And here I sample the main colors of my image. So here we have a lot of this blue, this kind of red here, this white, yellow, and then we have the light on the road here and the shadow on the road. And I would say some of those green here. Then I name the color to remember what are those colors, because sometimes just seeing a square with colors, you can't really tell where you sample those colors. So here with the Color Lab, you can name the colors. So first one was the sky. Then I click on Analyze on the wheel. Here I have all my different sample color. And if I click on Pure Use, it's going to go on the edges of the wheel for me. And the reason for that is that it will be easier for me to see if there is already a color harmony on this photo or not. So here, if you know a little bit about color harmonies, you can then decide which color harmony you want to work on. And with this tool, the Color Lab, you even have a tab that is called Harmony Guide, and it's going to tell you how to manipulate the colors to create a specific color harmony. So here, the detected color harmony, the tool think that the best color harmony to work with this image would be complementary, and it tells you that, for example, for the main color of the tower, which was kind of the white yellow here, the color number 3, we need a shift toward red orange. The road that is in the shadow, we need a big shift toward red orange as well. So it tells you how to manipulate the colors, but that is just a suggestion. And if you don't want to work with complementary, you can also tell to the tool, okay, I want this image to be an analogous color scheme. And it's going to tell you which color to manipulate to create this analogous color scheme. So that's really a great guide that I built inside of the Color Lab. If you are interested to get this tool, I will add the link in the description. You get my color grading course along with the tool. It's one-time payment, no subscription. If you're curious, just click the link in the description.